Good morning, everyone. My name is Raman Deepika, and I'm the project manager of this project. Our project is Weather Open API. Before discussing anything, let's jump to the demonstration. Then I will tell you the details of this project. This is our project. This is the web interface of our project. Here we are going to demonstrate the weather of different cities. Yeah, basically we are covering only 4 cities, and this can be changed within few minutes. It's not a difficult task. Here we are covering like Paris. When we click on Paris, it will display the temperature and different details of Paris. Same as for Mumbai, and then for California, and then Toronto. Now jump to the different details of this. Before discussing about the layout and every layout and other details, let me tell you how what we are going to cover in this presentation. We will discuss about project summary, data description, attributes of the data set, technologies which we use, flowchart, how it's working, and the dataset visualization, and then references. Now let's talk about my team. We are basically 4 members in our team. I am the project manager. Nena is our data analyst. Amritpal Singh is business analyst, and last but not the least, Riddhi is our developer. About project is totally like about project is totally like open API. We collect data with open API. It's like a predefined APIs which we are using in our project to get information about temperature and weather forecasting. API is used to collect the data and put into a MongoDB. When this portion of the project will be described by other team member who is Nena, and he's the data analyst of our project. Thank you so much. I'm gonna hand over to Nena.
Hello Professor, myself Viral here. I will be explaining further slides from here. So basically we have chosen OpenWeather as a data source, in which OpenWeather is basically an online service which provides data regarding weather via API. It also includes different kinds of data such as current weather data, forecast, than historical weather data from any geographical location. So basically OpenWeather provides an API for a specific location, which gives you the data regarding that. OpenWeather provides free and subscribed API, but here we have used a free API for our project. Here we go, next slide. Yeah. So basically for our database we used MongoDB Atlas, because MongoDB Atlas provides a multi-cloud database service which can be accessed using its specific link. So using that link we can store the data into our online cloud server. So we used MongoDB. So basically, I took the reference of MongoDB using the lecture of week 6. So this is our data description, in which we chose like 4 different locations. One is California, one is Mumbai, Paris, and Toronto. Here is the specific. This screenshot shows the specific data which was loaded into our database, into our cloud database. So hereafter Amrit will be explaining you the further slides. Thank you.
Myself Amritpal Singh. In this project I am working as a business analyst. This slide is about attributes of dataset. The dataset has different columns and the file is in JSON format. The columns are coordinates, weather, base station, visibility, wind, time, zone, ID, etc. In coordinates, there is longitude and latitude. In weather, there is ID, main, description, icon. In base, there is main in that temperature feels like temperature minimum, temperature maximum, pressure, humidity. In visibility, there is wind, in speed, degree. In clouds, there is all. In DT, there is system, type, ID, country, sunrise, sunset. In time zone there is ID, name, and COD. Moving to next slide, it's about tools and technologies. We use Python to do this project, and we use Visual Studio Code to edit and type the code. In Flask, we use for creating web application, and Django is used for web framework. HTML is used to develop web pages, and this is all tools that we have used in this project. Moving to next slide. In this slide, it is about flowchart of the project. First, we get data from weather API of weather. That's about different cities. We have selected 4 cities to get data about their humidity, temperature, and also the wind. After getting data from that, we load data into Python by using Python code. After getting code, in next step, we connect Python with the cloud database and storage them into a MongoDB. After storing data into MongoDB, it is cloud service, and after that we started visualization of data using Google Charts and deploy the application to the cloud. After, in the last step, we create an API to get data from the live cloud. The next part will be discussed by my colleague Riddhi. Thank you.
Hello, Professor. Riddhi this side. Here I am going to continue our presentation. I would be covering project code, data visualization, and our references in my presentation. So, firstly, project code. I have imported all files. Request is to basically get data from the Open Weather API. Then I used MongoDB as the database for the backend and save all the data that is received from the Open Weather API and reflected it to the front-end web page with the help of the Flask API and also called Flask framework. Here I have chosen the 4 famous cities of the world that are Paris, Mumbai, California, and Toronto. After saving all this weather data into JSON file, I am inserting this data into my database and reflecting it into the visuals. Here you can see our code. The next is dataset visualization. The below illustrated image shows the weather visuals of famous cities of the world which are taken from Open Weather API and shown here in the form of a Gantt chart. The main page of our web page shows the basic information about weather and all the terms explaining it. In next visuals, with the help of the navigation tab, here we can see the individual weather data of Paris city and what are the latitude and longitude of the city. In gauge, humidity, wind and pressure is shown at the current. Here some of the reference that we have used for Open Weather API from Flask framework, Google Charts and Flask documentation. Thank you.